So now, karibu to Alboa Cinema. Today is my turn to start reacting to Katt Williams. His interview with Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay. His interview, Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp over there. It has, let's see, 48 million views. Talk about clout, like real clout. Today I want to talk about independence. Independent producers, independent comedians, independent filmmakers, independent musicians. I want to talk about this independent space, which is basically space that's outside the control and funding of the mainstream, so you call the bigger companies. The reason I'm talking about, because personally, that's what I am. I'm an independent producer. I look for my own resources, try and produce my own things and whatnot, obviously with the partners, like-minded. And today I want to touch on Katt Williams. This man right here. This man right here has really caused, like, he's from this one Shannon Sharp interview, he's gone everywhere. All social media has gone crazy about this guy. It's because of that heavy dose of authenticity that people got fed. Because a lot of the times, you know, if you're not an independent, you can never get to say what you think. You can never get to say the truth most of the time. And in this case, we can see that, and he's obviously said a lot about how they dealt in movies and the comedy, stand-up space and whatnot. That notwithstanding, I'm going to do a special video just going step by step, the joke theft, the bad mind, the fact that this guy goes really out of his way to make sure the other artists also make it well with him. I'm going to do a special video for that. There's really a lot to unpack there, as they say, unpack. But today I want to talk about the independent space. And for me, I've chosen two people that I have seen do independent production successfully. And what it really takes for you to be a successful independent producer or creator, for that matter. The two people I'm going to talk about is, of course, Katt Williams, and there is a certain gentleman called Eric July. He's a long-term YouTuber, musician. I think, is he a rapper? Yeah, and also he does a lot of commentary on the movies and politics on YouTube, but also now started a comic book company that is, I believe, spilling over to animation and stuff. So these particular two individuals have become what I would consider hyper successful in the independent space, where they're not owned, or their properties are not owned by anyone other than themselves or their own personal entities. Now, tuanze kwanza Katt Williams. This guy, from what I've watched the entire interview a couple of times, but what I've learned is that he's produced 12 independent stand-up shows. And in the way he talks about it is that he carries this whole lot of people and they go together and he pays them, pays for the venue, all the marketing and whatnot. So it's a product he owns fully. So if I remember correctly, he said 12 stand-up comedy specials. And you can see, let's check Netflix. Kuna ngapi? Netflix. Yes, he has a few on Netflix. I think a couple on Netflix. Let's see here. Oh my God, it has Netflix. Let's see. Problem I have is that when you try to screen record Netflix in a stop, so I had to do. But I'll check on that later. But the specials are here, as you can see, right here. So 12. So there is World War III. I think is the current one he's doing. That is doing the circle. Great America, Def, Comedy Jam for 25. Priceless, Afterlife, Catpocalypse, all that Pimpadelic, all this. I don't think all these are his, but 12 he owns totally. And the conditions laid for something like this to be successful is, first of all, the product. And in this case, it's himself and his acting and his comedy. A1, once you sort out the product, the fact that the product is excellent, and you have your own people who start to support it and grow it, because these are guys who have fans who follow them for 30 years or something like that. So they have the, what do you call, what's that word? They have the trust of the fans. They're making loads of money. The guy is selling out shows every city. I think over 50, is it 100 cities or whatever? It's a big number. And it's because he banked on his abilities. He banked on his work ethic to get out there. And then, of course, he also surrounded himself with people who are as good or better than him. At least that's what he said, and I believe that's the case. Because all his stand-ups, if you go to YouTube and search Katt Williams and watch some of his, this guy is the top of the game. You know, him and, say, Dave Chappelle, and maybe Andrew. Personally, I like Andrew Schultz. Like, he's also like, I think he's on that level, personally. That's my own taste. But you can tell these are the guys who've transcended generations. See? And it's because they have a very good product. And then second, they back themselves. And then third, they produced quality. And then used their networks now and the word of mouth and went there and sold out shows, made successful characters in films. You know, and these are actual real creatives, not these fake people you have running around who create. Like, which of our comedians by they have stand-up? I think there's one or two that I've watched that I did like a full stand-up show, like 1 hour or something like that, a set or something. Even a set, it's very difficult to, like, most of the people that, like, on Churchill Live for all those years, they don't have like their own set, full stand-up, like a full one you can even give Netflix. They don't. But that's the level we are talking about. So to be an independent, you have to be on this level to be able to back yourself to produce better every time and go to market and get the same, even better reactions. Okay, that is Katt. Now, there is in the comic book and, say, animation world, there's also that competition that is rife. This is called the Rippaverse. The Rippaverse is owned by this Eric July fellow. Let me just go there. Young Ripper. Yes, it's called Young Ripper 59. That's his YouTube channel. See there? He has 510,000 subscribers. As you can see here, for canon's sake, his content is mostly now about his company, the Rippaverse, and then producing this Rippaverse, which is a universe that is populating with comic books, and I think is going to move into animation. So this has happened. MCU, DCU, it's there. The Superman, Spider-Man, Who, Thor, all of these people have their comic books, and actually the cinematic universe we have now is extracted from those comic books. So this guy has done that. He's released, let's go to his website. He's released, I think, is it the third? Let's go. Where are you? Announcing Alpha Core. So Alpha Core is his latest. And at the same time, he has a trailer here. Let me show you. Let's show you a trailer. This is now for the animation that will come, that will follow also the comic book. So this I wanted to show you. This ads. Like, this is the ad experience on YouTube is quite horrendous. It's quite horrendous. They just want to force you to watch a 2-minute ad. It's ridiculous. Anyway, let's look at it. This is what animated.
Floorsport can be an unpredictable city.
Look at it.
But fluency doesn't mitigate its problems. In some ways, it amplifies them. This is why we're deployed. But we've seen better days.
Let me just leave it there. Yes, you go there, Rippaverse. They have a channel there with 18,000 subscribers. So he's growing this from his following from YouTube, doing the other content, different on film and comic books and what in the US. So he's gotten to a point where now he has a team that they've produced their comic books. Let's just go there and see this code of ethics. I don't know how. Yeah, code of ethics. You see their merch shop. They have their merchandise there. The comics, product categories. Let's see the comics. You see here they have ISOM 1, ISOM 2, okay, and then they have which is this other one, Alpha Core 1. So is already in I think 2 years, and all these projects have raised over $1 million, right? Over $1 million. And this shows basically if you're an independent that is determined and has a clear goal, understands your market and your fan base. And this is actually one of the best ways to do it, because you have a YouTube channel. You grow an audience over many years. So you understand your audience. They tell you what they want. Like in this case, this guy started this comic book company because Hollywood is producing trash. Like the DCU, the main company, the main comic book companies, they're producing trash. And then the sales of these things have plummeted so dramatically. They've been taken over by the Japanese manga. So Japanese manga taken over all of this comic book industry in America. If you look at top 10 comics that are being sold in America, they're not here from America, they're from Japan and whatnot. Maybe one or two in there. But generally speaking, because they've inserted their politics in all these products, it has first ruined their products. But on this other flip side, it has created opportunities for people like Eric July here. So he's able to just start his company politely, you see, all these products. So I'm speaking about this also because this is really it's the formula for this, and we are following this formula as far as this is what 3D Africa. We are following this particular formula. If you're going to look at what we are producing currently, the first feature film in the Book of Car universe. Like for example, wacha nionyeshe hapa Book of Car, bookofcar.com. We have a website which now we had put the first episode that we had produced a couple of years back. Now, what really is our main goal was this one becomes now a universe, just like the others, but we are not doing comics ourselves. As we want to do the animation, we have live action, and then we have games or gaming now. That's where this universe is going. So if you look at Book of Car here, this is going to be revamped. We had the people here, the characters that we had created. Actually, this episode 1, we are going to release it soon now to the masses. Thank you so much, those guys that came on. Over quite a number, thousands of you actually came and supported us. You paid that $2, 500 shillings, to a point where now at least part of that support has given us the drive to do the Book of Car. Now, the feature film. Now, things like this now. This is what we are doing. If you can see, this is Asia here. Now, there's a lot of great stuff that is coming from us. The same formula. And this is really to encourage you, those you creatives out there that are really like, you want to do your own thing because you're disillusioned by the mainstream works. You can do it right now. You can reach your audience. It will take some work. It will take some time, but you need to start now. Stop procrastinating. Just get on with it. Build your audience. Slowly by slowly, they'll give you access to everyone else. I'm dreaming of my movie now being shown all over the world because of things like this. And that's why anyway I have to insist I keep on doing content for Kenya films here, kama Alboa Cinema, because otherwise if you cannot, people don't know what we are making. So if we can do this consistently, people know what we are making, then what happens? They can give us some money, so we can continue to create this culture. Otherwise,
subscribe to Alboa Cinema.